Hey family, my name is Mahala. I'm a cannabis entrepreneur, but this video is obviously not about cannabis, as you can tell in the title. I actually have an announcement to make. This is a big moment, I'm combing out my locks. In this video, I'll be talking about why I'm combing out my locks, how I came to that decision, what's next for me, and so on. So if you're new here, thank you for liking, sharing the videos, subscribing. I try to make content. I promise I'll be more consistent. I bet everybody says that, but I mean it. Okay, first I'll start off by saying I've had my locks since I was 12. Are you 12 in the 8th grade? That's when I got my locks. Why did I get my locks? Honestly, I think I got them because my mom got locks and I just thought that it was the thing that we were doing. My mom is my best friend. She would always tell me, like, you don't have to get locks, you know that, right? Like, if you want, we can just comb them out. It's not a thing. And I'm like, no, I want them. But as I reflect now, I think that during that time, this was when I was just learning how to do my hair. And I don't have as much trauma around my hair as others may. For instance, I've never had a relaxer. No one's ever talked negatively about my hair texture before, but I do remember that my mom has a softer hair texture than me, and I always kind of kept that in the back of my head. As I reflect now, I feel like I got locks to avoid the black hair care conversation. Me getting locks was a way of me othering myself. You gotta think, like, I'm from Oakland, I was born in Berkeley, I'm very Bay Area, and some girls grew up with like the relaxer culture. My experience in my family was not relaxer culture, it was natural hair, but it's like if you didn't have braids, if you're not wearing your hair in an afro, then what are you doing? So during that time, it was about time for me to start learning how to do my own hair, and I feel like that's when I got locks. I just got locks to kind of just avoid it all completely. I didn't want to be involved in the conversation. Do I regret getting locks at a young age? No. People say it took a lot of courage, and honestly, I didn't think of it that way. I'm blessed that I just grew up in such a liberal, open-minded place that so many people had locks. You go to the Berkeley flea market, everybody has locks there. You walk around Oakland, everybody has locks. So that's how I started. Again, I've never had a relaxer before, and before locks, I just used to wear my hair in braids or pressed. My school had like swimming lessons, so I wouldn't wear it pressed too much because I had to get up in that water, child. So that's how we did that. That kind of leads into why I'm taking down my locks and combing them out, because I don't know myself without locks. Everyone I've told that I'm taking down my locks, they'll be like, oh my God, I know you by your hair. How are you gonna take down your locks? And I'm like, that's exactly why I'm taking down my locks. Because I talk to people and I'm like, how do you describe me? Or they're telling me that they describe me as someone and they're like, yeah, Mahala, the one with locks. That's cool, but it's for me internally, like, who am I without locks? I don't know her. I don't know my hair. I don't know how to do my hair. And I'm gonna learn today. I also have to take a bit of responsibility. I'll be vulnerable and be public about it. I used to be kind of pick me. I talked about it on my TikTok that I used to be like, oh, I'm all natural hair, natural body, blah, blah, blah. I don't be wearing makeup. But that was a way for me to other myself, differentiate myself, pick me vibes. And I got to the point where I said, well, who am I if I did have a weave? Who am I if I did have a perm? Who am I? I can't just define myself by my hair. I just am on a self-discovery journey, where I'm just calling myself out on my own bullshit, and I'm holding myself accountable for othering myself for so long, and not only othering myself, but making myself feel special because I wasn't like the other girls. Truth of the matter is, I'm just like every other bitch, okay? You know, I used to be desperate to be in a relationship like every other bitch. I'm being sarcastic, but yeah, I'm just taking responsibility for just being a pick-me. And I might not have been public about that. I don't think I was, but those were my internal conversations. I want to do some soul searching, some research, so that my confidence is rooted in me, not my hair, not my body, not my skin tone, not these things. Something that's been shocking to me is that people keep saying that my curls are cute. No one's ever said my curls were cute before. I'm just noticing that the language has changed throughout the years. Hearing how curls are so celebrated now is great. It's kind of like a comfy way to come back into the non-lock group. I also have to admit, I feel a bit of guilt. Like when people say like, oh, your hair, your curls are so cute. I was thinking like, what if they weren't so cute? I don't know. Like I need to do some research on like why I feel so weird about it. Cause it's like, what if I did have like the kinkiest 4C you've ever seen? I just want to make sure that my curls are still cute then. I don't know. That's another video and another time. So as I do my research on how to style my hair, videos on texturism are popping up, which I've been watching, which are leading me to colorism videos, which are further leading me to racism and capitalism videos. And I feel pretty overwhelmed right now. Like I said, I othered myself by getting locks, and now that I'm no longer like othered to me, I'm kind of just in this information overload where I'm learning about like my responsibility and the parts that I will play in the overall conversation of natural hair care, which is why I felt it important to be super transparent about my lock journey. So to comb out my locks, I've been using the mane and tail twist and braid detangler. I don't think that's the name exactly. And I've been using good old aloe vera, which I know is a staple for the natural hair girls. That aloe vera gives it that gel-like texture, which makes it so easy to just comb through. And so far, each lock has been taking me about 30 minutes to an hour. I've been taking my time, so I don't mind that it's taking that long. I've been able to maintain my length, but honestly, the length isn't even it for me. Like, I would rather have healthy hair than long damaged hair, so I might even do a big chop. We'll see. So some other reasons why I'm combing out my locks is because I'm just like not happy with the color. A few videos back, my hair was a bright orange, and since then I've asked the person who dyed it, like, hey, can you give me a retouch? And he's like, I don't do locks anymore. And no shade to him, but I do feel a little discouraged because it's like, how do you bleach my hair and dye it bright orange and then you're out the game? Like, I feel like there's kind of a responsibility to bleaching someone's hair that I wish he would stick around to fulfill. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but I asked him, like, okay, do you have anyone else who can do my hair? And he's like, no, sorry, no recommendations. And I just feel like I was left a little high and dry. So yeah, I got to the point with my hair where I'm just not happy. Like, I'm not happy with the color, I'm not happy with the style. Something important to me is like, I never want to get to a point with anything where I like resent it and I'm just feeling complacent, and I'm almost getting there with my hair. So I just want to switch it up real quick and nurse my hair back to health, because when I tell you my hair is literally so dry, I'm surprised. In college, my freshman year, I shared a dorm with 6 girls, 1 bathroom. And obviously my freshman year, I just like wasn't comfortable. It wasn't, you know, it's your first year. It's an uncomfortable, great experience. But long story short, I stopped conditioning my hair because it took too long for me to wash the conditioner out of my hair. I would always have like a white film, and I didn't want to like shed in the bathroom and just take up all the time in the bathroom. My hair stopped getting the TLC it needed, and maybe 2 years later it started breaking off. But I thought that that was normal. I'm like, yeah, I've had my hair for so long that it's just breaking off because it's time. People kept saying, did you get a haircut? I'm like, no, it's just my hair is giving itself a haircut. It's spiritual. No, girl, your hair is just dry as hell and needs love. Well, I'm almost halfway done. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this little braid is much thinner. I'm literally all the way up, all the way up. I literally have maybe 2/3 of my head unlocked. What's next for me? I'm probably just gonna be a claw clip girl. I'm a lazy natural. I am, obviously. I'm a lazy natural. I need to nurse my hair back to health, like I said. We can just try products. I'm not sure I want this channel to turn into like a hair channel. It's just really a fucking grow with me channel. Like I am not perfect channel. I'm not a perfect entrepreneur. I'm not a perfect daughter. I'm not a perfect mom to Egypt. I'm not a perfect cook. I'm not perfect. So I could publicly F up and everyone laughs at me, so be it. I'll publicly F up. So maybe you guys can watch me like publicly F up my hair. Not saying I will, but that's where I'm coming from. So they say that girls are treated differently based on their hairstyle. I've never experienced that before because I always had locks, but maybe that can be my next video and we can talk about it together. Or if you have questions about my lock journey and how I'm taking them out, why I'm taking them out, what products I'm using, whatever, but anything I haven't discussed in today's video, feel free to comment and I'll touch on it more. But I love you guys. I fucking love you guys. Okay? I love you guys. And I thank you for watching this video. I'll see you. Okay, bye.